Hey everybody, I hope everybody's having a great day today. I wanted to take the time to express my deepest love for one of the greatest trilogies ever created, Mass Effect. Well, first off, my journey began, of course, with the first one, back on the 360, back when it was exclusive. My uncle handed me this guy while I was staying with my grandmother, and the moment it ended up in my hand, I knew I had something special. I mean, I probably read this thing over and over and over again before I even put it in my Xbox. This guy's in my Series X right now. I'm playing it for the 4th time. This game, here, let me start you off with kind of like where it starts. This game starts you off with galactic drama. So you find out fairly quickly that there is a galactic senate of sorts, and they don't really have trust for humans, but humans for the past few years have been working on building that trust with them, and these aliens are now considering having a human amongst their ranks, and they appoint Shepard, who they think is an outstanding human, to be what they call a Spectre. And a Spectre is an individual in the galaxy that gets high authority from the Galactic Senate, and they are tasked with missions to help keep the peace in the galaxy. And it's headed by some of the best individuals from all races in the galaxy. And you are tasked with uncovering this weird disturbances with a race of AI called the Geth. And in doing so, you find out that a Spectre amongst their ranks is corrupt, and this is a very well-respected Spectre. So when you tell everybody that this individual is corrupt, there's a great pushback. Though, given your status, you're allowed the opportunity to prove yourself. Now, I don't want to give away too many details because it's just so good, but it gets really, really interesting. And you are able to go about this experience in any way that you seem that fits your style. I mean, you can be an absolute renegade, and you can run through this and just, with an iron fist, demand power. It does affect the way that people see you. Or you can be a paragon, and you can do things morally and just and with unity in mind. Or you can have a little bit of combination of the two. And every time that you lean in one direction, you get specific stats for that style of doing things. And the more that you do it, the easier it is for you to do those things towards people, and the more effective that it becomes. And if you level up your renegade or your paragon so much, it'll actually get you out of incidents that are seemingly impossible. How do I talk to you guys about this without ruining the game? Well, that's kind of Mass Effect. The first one is to set you up, to let you know what's going on. You end up getting the Senate to back you and to respect you and to believe you. And then by the time of Mass Effect 2, you are well respected throughout the galaxy. Everybody knows that you mean business and that you are effective at what you do. And every decision that you made in Mass Effect 1 carries over into 2 and drastically, and I mean drastically, affects the game. And not just a little bit, I mean huge effects to the game. And in my opinion, 2 is perfect. This is the best one right here. This one is absolutely solid. It's got the best story by far. I mean, 3 is great. I mean, especially since it's the conclusion, and oh my god, have you been waiting for that conclusion? And oh my god, does it grip you and keep your attention? Oh my god. But this one right here, such passion and such attention to detail and just absolute, man, I don't even know how to say this without spoiling the game because it's just so good. But my experience is not going to be your experience, and your experience is not going to be your neighbor's experience, and your neighbor's experience is not going to be their aunt's experience. You know what I mean? Everything you do in this game means something more than any other game that's ever been made. I mean, a lot of games try to act like that you have choice and that outcome is significant, but not to the standards of Mass Effect. Mass Effect just takes it to an absolutely new level. A level that I've never seen replicated. And I wish it would. And I'm really hopeful that 4 will bring back that attention to detail and that passion. I know I'm sure it's difficult, but man, I mean, you guys were the best because you did something seemingly impossible and it worked. That's why you were the best. And that's why EA, you're being looked down on nowadays, because this passion is no longer apparent. It's very clear that EA is after cash money instead of actually making and creating art for us to enjoy. Now, on another, Mass Effect 3, this guy most definitely has the best combat, without a doubt. And there's also, exclusive to the PS3 and 360 versions, a multiplayer, well, I think PC has it too, but I'm not sure. There is a multiplayer where you can play with a few of your friends, and it's kind of like Horde for Gears of War, and you can level up your everything about yourself, get new armor, and it's super engaging and super fun, and I really wish they would have put it in here. Such a shame. Oh, and by the way, if you play this guy, just know that there are 2 DLCs, or one that's really huge, and I'm just thinking it's 2, but there's like an academy on this one that you cannot play on this one, and I couldn't for the life of me figure out why, but I read an article that said that they had lost the original code for this DLC, which is why it never ended up in this one. So they weren't able to take that code and remaster it and manipulate it like the rest of this, which is a shame because it's really good. It's like a training simulation, and it's a way for Commander Shepard, the main guy, your character, to prove himself to an academy of elite soldiers. And it's pretty interesting, and there's like 150 gigabyte or 150 gamer score associated with that DLC. It is definitely worth hunting those achievements. But that's my little spiel. Eventually I'll get better at making these videos. I'm sure this is really sloppy, but for those of you who are sticking through to the end, I deeply appreciate you, and I thank you for being on this journey with me, and I promise you that I will continue to get better, and that I will make this my passion and my job for you guys. No more messing around, no more pumping these out slowly, no more taking my time, no more being nervous. If it comes out sloppy or it looks bad, in my opinion, I'm just gonna post it, because I've been sitting here for days and days and days and nights and nights and nights just worried about my presentation, and I know that if I continue to do that I will not ever do anything. So I'm going to give you guys myself raw, uncut, and unfiltered, and I appreciate those of you who appreciate this content. I want to hang out with you guys when you're here. I don't want to feel like that I am another shill. You know, I just want to give you my thoughts and my opinions, unaltered and unedited. And I really hope you guys enjoy, and I hope you guys have a good day. Thank you for stopping the watch.